Hello everyone, we are the PKU anti-epidemic group from Peking University, China. There are 2 postgraduate students and 3 undergraduate students in our team, and all of us are non-medical backgrounds.
In order to gain a preliminary understanding of the background and the core issues of epidemic in the Asia-Pacific region, as well as the public's position, we had several short interviewed the people from the South Korea, Japan, and the other 11 countries or regions.
We found that the lack of censorship mechanisms on social media platforms would be attributed to the current serious epidemic in the Asia-Pacific regions. For users, they lack the motivation and ability to actively search for correct information and trace the source of those. At present, there is a prominent contradiction regarding the sources of information about COVID-19 that users obtain. That is, although most interviewees cite that they have a high degree of trust in the information released by the government, the sources they actively search for were not. It is a number of international organizations and professional news press and medical institutions, as well as grassroots media.
This contradiction did provide important references for the sources screen of our platform. Among these different countries, users of media platforms have obviously stratification in terms of the ethnicity, social status, and age.
Therefore, the function and users' logic design of our platform will strive to cover the greatest common divisor of each stratification.
One of the most important characteristics of infodemic is information overload. International organizations, national institutions, city managers, experts, and scholars, various media, and the general public can all be information sources.
But how to deal with this broad authoritative and transparent information? Special speculations and distinguish between them are the main challenges.
At present, the response mechanisms of various countries and mainstream media platforms in the Asia-Pacific region still have a lot of room for improvement. Some platforms rely on the targeted refutation of rumors by experts, but there is a large delay in information feedback, and some platforms are limited to spreading within the platform, which is difficult to capture dissociated users.
In response to these problems, we put forward a new set of solutions based on the concept of crowdsourcing and strong relationship connection theory. The concept of crowdsourcing emphasizes the mobilization of free and flexible individual forces to realize the decentralization of authentication power and the transparency of the review process. The strong relationship connection is mainly based on offline acquaintances to shape the online trust network, so as to realize the promotion of the platform and the generalization of use.
Our platform has 2 main goals. First, it is based on social learning theory to help users improve their information literacy and enhance their ability to distinguish disinformation and misinformation. Second, start from interpersonal communication to achieve rapid response to information epidemics and make it true. The dissemination of information is accelerated by means of point-to-point diffusion.
To create a pure environment for the information epidemic in the Asia-Pacific region and guide the public to correctly respond to the fight against misinformation, we will develop a application around information traceability, information public opinion, and other aspects.
Our app adopts the technical architecture of microservices to support users' access to the Asian-Pacific region to meet the aims of high concurrency and high availability. All published information in the platform will be updated to the blockchain to ensure that all published information cannot be tampered with, making the information traceable. The machine learning method is adopted to classify information and predict public opinion. monitor tracking trajectory at the beginning of information, and shield and identify some malicious and misleading water army.
Recommend relevant, positive, and true information to users according to the information content, so that users can easily deal with the misleading information. The application service system adopts the scoring system and reporting to avoid misleading information. The email confirmation is useful for organizations and article users.
We use technology as the driving force to identify the authenticity of data and reduce human intervention, which in the long term can improve the credibility of our platform. With the accumulation of the perfect data, we can drive more products.
Next is the effective evaluation section. Based on the observed data, we will improve the credit rating of those users who have been relayed constantly and recommend them to the front page. If some users tend to be blacklisted, we will lower the credit rating or even remove them from our database of trusted sources of information. In addition, we will also invite users who are widely trusted or have other significant characteristics specific to in-depth interviews. Therefore, we can improve our platform. We summarize some possible limitations and challenges. First, blockchain technology may be subject to malicious attacks, which means that the longest chain may be invalid. Second, machine learning requires manual intervention in the early stage, and many factors must be considered in the process of model optimization. Third, information sources may affect the interests of many groups and threaten the survival of the platform.
According to the concept of digital feedback, we plan to target young groups who often use the internet and encourage them to pass platform information to people around them. Meanwhile, we can also use traditional media such as radio to achieve the advantage of the media integration.
It takes about half a year to develop the app. As we can see from the table, on the top of the budget list is platform development, which accounts for about 70%, followed by information sales identification, platform promotion, and maintenance. In addition to that, we plan to spend $2,000 on user survey. Therefore, we are committed to building such a real-time information platform concerning information release and governance to deal with the uncertain risk brought by the infodemic.
The fight against the infodemic requires not only the all efforts of participation in the information transmission chains,
but also the joint participation of the whole society and even all mankind.